Have you ever wondered why certain people come into your life? Is it just coincidence, or is there something deeper going on? According to Buddhist wisdom, every relationship, no matter how brief or intense, serves a purpose. Nothing is random. The people we meet are woven into our lives as part of a much larger pattern shaped by karma and cause and effect. Some come to teach us, some come to challenge us, and some arrive to mirror back parts of ourselves we've never truly seen. In today's video, we'll explore how relationships, even the painful or confusing ones, are actually spiritual milestones. They push us, they reveal us, and they offer powerful opportunities for awakening. So the next time you ask, why is this person in my life? Pause, breathe, and ask instead, what is this connection here to teach me? Because when we shift from judgment to curiosity, we unlock a path of growth that can transform every relationship and ourselves in the process. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt a deep connection, like you've known them forever? Or on the flip side, found yourself triggered by someone in a way that feels surprisingly intense? According to Buddhist teachings, this isn't just emotional coincidence. It's karma. Every relationship we experience is shaped by karmic ties. Connections formed through past actions, thoughts, and intentions. That friend who feels like family. You may have crossed paths in a past life. That co-worker who pushes all your buttons. They might be showing up now to help you resolve something deeper. Buddhism teaches that people don't randomly appear in our lives. They arrive to reflect parts of ourselves, to awaken us, to challenge our patterns, and to help us evolve. So instead of asking, why is this person frustrating me? Try asking, what are they here to show me about myself? Because when we view relationships through the lens of karma, even the most difficult ones become valuable teachers, offering us a chance to grow, heal, and break free from old cycles. Have you ever noticed how some people bring out the best in you, while others bring up things you didn't even know were there? That's not random. In Buddhism, every relationship is a mirror, reflecting back parts of our inner world we might not otherwise see. A supportive partner may reveal how much love and trust you're truly capable of. A difficult coworker might push you to confront your own impatience or your need for control. Even a stranger's smile can remind you of the simple kindness we all carry inside. When we shift from reacting to reflecting, relationships become a form of self-discovery. Instead of thinking, they're making me angry, ask, why does this trigger me? Instead of labeling others, start listening to what they reflect about your own growth. This isn't always easy, but it's powerful. Because the more we understand ourselves, the more compassion we extend to others. In the end, relationships don't just shape our lives. They reveal who we are. Let's be honest. Not all relationships feel peaceful. Some are confusing, some are painful, and some shake us to our core. But from a Buddhist perspective, those very relationships, the ones that challenge us the most, are often the greatest catalysts for spiritual growth. They force us to face our deepest fears, old emotional wounds, and unhealthy patterns. Maybe it's a partner who triggers abandonment issues, a parent who reopens wounds from childhood, or a friend whose behavior tests our boundaries. As hard as it is, these moments invite us to ask tough questions. Where am I still holding pain? What patterns need to end? Can I stand up for myself with compassion? Think of the lotus flower, one of Buddhism's most powerful symbols. It rises from the mud, pure and untouched, because the mud was never the problem. It was the foundation. In the same way, your most painful relationships can become the very soil your strength grows from. If approached with awareness and courage, even conflict can become a path toward healing, clarity, and a deeper love for yourself and others. Have you ever held on to a relationship longer than you should have, just because you didn't want it to end? You're not alone. Many of us struggle with letting go, not because we don't understand that things change, but because we wish they wouldn't. But in Buddhism, one of the most profound truths is impermanence. The understanding that nothing stays the same forever. People come into our lives, and sometimes they leave. That's not failure, that's nature. When we cling to the idea that something should last forever, we set ourselves up for suffering. But when we accept that every relationship has its own natural rhythm, we open the door to peace. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you honor the present moment instead of fearing its end. It means you stop holding so tightly, not out of apathy, but out of respect for the natural unfolding of connection. So instead of asking, how do I keep this forever? Try asking, how can I love fully right now? Knowing this is a gift, not a guarantee, that shift changes everything. So far, we've explored the spiritual depth of relationships. But how do we actually apply this in everyday life? Buddhist wisdom offers 4 simple yet powerful practices to help us connect with others more mindfully and more compassionately. First, practice metta, loving kindness. Wish others well, even when they don't treat you kindly. It's not about approval. It's about freeing yourself from resentment and choosing empathy over anger. Second, stay present. So often we're distracted in our conversations, planning our reply before the other person even finishes. True connection begins with deep listening and intentional responses. Third, forgive. Holding on to grudges only burdens your heart. Forgiveness isn't about forgetting, it's about releasing the pain so healing can begin. And fourth, show compassion to yourself. Relationships are messy. You won't always get it right. Be gentle with yourself. Self-kindness is the foundation for kindness toward others. These 4 practices won't make relationships perfect, but they will make them more conscious, more resilient, and more loving. Because when you relate from a place of awareness, every connection becomes sacred. If there's one practice that can completely shift the way we experience relationships, it's gratitude. When we lead with gratitude, even imperfect relationships take on new meaning. We stop asking, what can I get from this? And start seeing, what is this teaching me? Maybe that difficult person showed you your strength. Maybe that brief encounter reminded you that kindness still exists. Maybe the heartbreak taught you how to love yourself more deeply. Gratitude softens judgment. It deepens patience. It opens space for compassion, not just for others, but also for ourselves. Relationships are not just about receiving, they're about giving, evolving, and becoming. When we bring mindfulness, loving kindness, and wisdom into our connections, we leave something behind, not just memories, but a quiet imprint of peace, presence, and growth. So as you reflect on the people in your life, ask yourself, what can I appreciate here, even if it wasn't easy? Because when we relate with gratitude, every connection becomes an opportunity, not just to relate better, but to become better.